come from? Where you going? What are you drinking tonight? Let's keep them flowing. Where do you come from? Where you going? What are you feeling tonight? And what are you showing? Where do you come from? 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 Where you going? What are you drinking tonight? Let's keep them flowing.
Oh, yeah, I know I need to change that. So all right, welcome the Avenue, episode 47, Stadia Party Chat Podcast. We're coming at you July 24th. This is Stadia Party Chat Podcast, a cloud gaming talk show where two Canadian cloud gaming hosts chat about everything Google Stadia in the past week and the latest on Bungie's Destiny 2. I'm joined as always by my super co-host, leveling up the podcast as always, Sebastian, aka Nads614. How are you doing this evening?
Hey, good yourself. How are you doing?
Fantastic. Doing well. It's a hot Sunday evening where I am.
Yeah, it's been hot lately. I had to start the AC at the beginning of the week because it was too hot. It was too hard to handle the heat, so we just turned it on and then now we're fine.
Yeah, my dog thanked me for turning on the heat or
yeah.
the air conditioning. Absolutely.
That's funny.
Well, today on episode 47, we are, as always, chatting Destiny 2 TWAB and the latest news over the Destiny platform. So we heard this week about FIFA 23. We got some updates to talk about, some more trials, and the active population on Stadia. We have a great article out on that, plus much more. So let's jump into it. Let's start as we always do by talking about what we've been gaming this past week. And what have you been gaming on?
A lot of Destiny too.
Yeah.
I took a break in the previous week, and then this week because of Solstice, I went back into it. Quite fun. I like the fact they changed it. They made it like maybe better. There's like a few tricks you can do. But yeah, you still have another week for Solstice, and then like you gotta complete this card that you have for the event. Quite interesting, and then yeah, loving it so far. But like also I've been like redoing a lot of the story with my Titan because I reset it. And I've been recording this, so you're probably gonna see some video coming up. I did the new light story, so if you're interested, it's like a short video because there's not much in it to do. But the one thing I found different was the getting the void. So getting the subclass with the Void 3.0, you had to do a different mission. I was like, oh, that's new. Okay. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Playing some Solstice, and yeah. What about yourself?
So you would say, I wouldn't say you starting your Titan over again is kind of like your new game plus.
Yeah, because I kept like all the armor and everything. That's for sure.
Well, what I've been gaming on this week has been a little bit of Sekiro. The Shadows Die Twice. I've been kicking butt and taking names, taking out a couple of these difficult bosses. This terror buff has really been getting in my way. It just like as soon as you get hit with it, half of your bar fills up, and if you get hit with it again, you just instantly die. It's probably the worst effect in the game because of its instant kill, and it has nothing to do with your posture. It has nothing to do with your health. Two things that you work hard on building up and maintaining. So it's one like combat aspect that just really gets annoying. So luckily I had Bliss on my side, who's given me the pointers, was able to pick up the shield which was able to help me. It's like a purple shield. I forget what it's called, but make sure you upgrade that prosthetic far enough to get that purple shield before you take on any of these guys, because it'll just completely block all of these terror attacks and just keep you safe from the buff. As always, you are going to get hit, so make sure you grab that pacifying agent. So just been taking out those types of bosses this week. And yeah, moving on to the next steps. Right now, I'm just like farming a bit, trying to get to the next level. And then Risk of Rain DLC, Risk of Rain 2 DLC.
Yeah.
So it came out on Stadia, I want to say like a month ago, and then on other platforms, I believe back in April. But I've been just jumping into it now, just absolutely loving it. I mean, Risk of Rain has been one of my all-time favorites for a while now. Just like a rogue game where you're a character, constantly build up your powers by dropping items from bad guys, and or if you play a different way, you grab money and open up these chests, and all the levels are randomly generated, all the bosses and ads are randomly generated, so it gets to be a lot of fun and mayhem, and there's a lot of secrets. So I mean, I always have a lot of fun going through a run. And yeah, I was able to unlock the Void Fiend, which is achieved on level 50 of the, I'm going to get this wrong, Simularacan. And for anybody wondering, like a lot of people who post the videos on unlocking the Void Fiend, you can easily do it on drizzle mode and just pick the loader and just like pick your artifacts and just make it to level 50 and get that boss. And then or get the character at the end of that. It's a lot easy. I think it took me about an hour when I was streaming with you guys, just talking. And then the last thing I want to say about Risk of Rain, the new boss, I was all fun doing the mechanic. I was on a high. I was like, oh, yes, I'm going to beat this guy. Yes. And then all of a sudden, there's this blast mechanic that came out of nowhere after the parkour. And then I just instantly died. So after the parkour, just keep as much distance as you can and try and survive this guy. But yeah,
That's crazy.
that's in depth. And I played the dungeon with Nads and Bliss.
Yeah, that was fun. And Bliss got the sword, the exotic sword.
Oh yeah, he got the exotic sword. So that's a great job for him.
But yeah, no, like Risk of Rain. I remember playing with you. That was a lot of fun. I feel like it's like a underrated game. A lot of people don't know about this game, and it's like very worth it to try it and play. And
Oh
like
yeah,
you've
big time.
been doing so well in Sekiro. Like every time like you play, you just defeat a boss, and or you defeat it like first try or something like
First
that.
try. Yes. Oh, with the demon bell on. What?
Oh
Bliss
yeah,
is like,
yeah.
take off that demon bell. I'm like, no.
That's funny. Just make it a little bit harder on you, but hey, if it's as fun after so
Yeah.
many try, you can remove it then.
Oh, that's what happens. If I lose the first try, then I'll take it off.
All right, ready to move into some Destiny to TWAB?
The Twibby TWAB.
I mean,
Coming soon is a special video transition. I've just been studying too much. Or else
yeah.
I'd put that together.
Oh, good. There you go. Here's the TWAB. Oh, I need to go back on top. There you go. So this week at Bungie, so a couple thing. If you've been in the loop on Twitter, Bungie got some of the community player harassing some of the developer. That was quite interesting to see. So the person that was harassing Bungie employee, well, he got booted out of the game. I think he's like he cannot play anymore or something like that. But it was pretty nasty. They take that very seriously. And then like they just mentioned they want to keep a community that's kind and like helping each other, which makes sense. Like I never understood why this person was harassing the developer, but hey, good on Bungie for taking action on that. Moving on, we have a save the date. So a special date coming up. It's a Destiny 2 showcase coming out on August 23rd. Make sure you mark that. Yeah, so that's going to be quite interesting. What's to come? Well, we don't know yet. There's like they made a little video for us. I'm just gonna mute it. But basically, as you can see, there's a PlayStation like crest right from the start because now they're being owned by PlayStation. But while this video is playing, I'll go over like some of the stuff I think they're gonna announce, like probably not Lightfall. What's gonna be the main story of Lightfall because that's the next DLC coming out in the new year. They're probably going to talk about the next Legacy raid. Like, last year they released Vault of Glass. What's going to be this year? Everybody's thinking that's going to be the King's Fall. I know, like, it could be Crota's End, but Crota's End could be a dungeon because just the way it was made. But hopefully it's King's Fall because that's going to be awesome. And it's going to be good to have a new raid. See there's a PlayStation logo. And what else it could be, what else they could announce, but hopefully they have a new subclass, a new like darkness subclass. Everybody's been talking about that poison subclass. There's been a lot of chatter within the with Erismore and Drifter about the Egregore, and that's been around for a while. Maybe Egregore is going to be the new subclass, but it's going to be poison technically. They just need to make a name out of it. Who knows, right? So that could be interesting. And probably announcement of new area. If it's coming with Lightfall, they're probably going to have a new map, a new sector to explore. One thing on that, one thing I would like to see maybe it's like the improvement of an area, a little bit like what they did when Keitel came to the solar system or Sol, and then they modify Nessus to make that space where that big ship is, and they create that what do you call it, a battleground. That would be kind of cool if they just modify the area or like expand some of the area like further. What could be cool is that they bring back the area from Destiny 1, like if they brought back the Plague Land from the what is it? Iron. No, I was about to say the Iron Banner, but the uh, the guy Saladin, like the oh my god, I can't remember the name, but like
Lord
the plane.
Saladin?
Yeah, Lord Saladin, but his
Yeah.
group of Iron Lord. So
The
when
Iron
that's
Wolves.
yeah, the Iron Wolves. Like so, like that part of the story was pretty good in Destiny 1. Would be cool to see that area expanding or like accessible within the EDZ, make like the EDZ way bigger, right? So don't know. We'll see what happen, I guess. But like a lot of things can come up on that showcase. They mentioned because of that showcase, they're not gonna announce much in the next TWABs that's gonna be coming up to that the 23rd of August. So it's gonna be quite bland, but there's gonna be some announcement update about the live service. So that should be good. But yeah, I'm quite excited for it, and I can't wait to see what they're gonna announce. Probably gonna buy like a new collectible item from them, right? Moving
Right.
on.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, what do you think they're gonna announce on the 23rd, Rudiggz?
Hopefully not PlayStation exclusive content.
Oh, jeez, can you imagine?
Spider-Man entering the Destiny universe for PlayStation only.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, they did that in the past. They had a PlayStation exclusive like weapon in Destiny 1. So
Wow.
yeah, so but that was
Oh
in the
my
past when they were with
god.
Activision. So I don't know about now how it's gonna turn. Hopefully, I know they mentioned previously they're not gonna do anything like so, but they can change their mind, right? So yeah.
Well, I'm sure they'll just announce what's going to be happening, sort of give preview onto the next sort of DLC that's going to happen
Mhm.
after the next season. What
Yeah.
is the final light or
No, Lightfall.
Lightfall?
Yeah.
Lightfall. So they'll
So
give a preview on Delightfall and what's happening around that. I think they'll give us a little snapshot, and then
mhm.
they'll basically jump into season 18.
Yeah, which we don't know what's going to be the name of it, Maybe we're gonna find out in the next couple of weeks, or they're gonna just announce it on the day of. So maybe they're gonna announce it on the day of because it's gonna be a massive bomb drop for what's coming up, right? So, and then August 23rd. So this should be at least under the like season 18 shouldn't last until January, right? For September, October, November. Yeah, I think like it will last until like January, and then they're gonna release the DLC. Then I guess
Who
it's kind of
knows with
weird.
their extended season situations?
Yeah, but we only had 3 seasons then, which is quite interesting. Am I right? We only had 3 seasons. Yeah, they only had
We,
3 seasons if they do that, but we'll see how it goes.
yeah.
Maybe that's gonna be their new way to do things. So. And yeah, hopefully gonna announce the next season. It's gonna be something like crazy, like Season of the Lost or something like that, just to prepare ourselves to the next DLC. So can't wait to see. That's gonna be good. Moving on, Banshee. They're gonna do some change with Banshee. So they haven't touched any of that like for a while, from understanding. The only thing they've done is like the reputation, right? That's the only change they did. Now they're gonna do some change to that reputation for season 18. The first one will be the bounties. So every time you complete the bounties, it used to be 25 reputation point. Now it's gonna be 50, so you can you know rank up faster with Banshee. And also the dismantling of item like legendary or exotic armor. I will add up a +5 for the reputation point. So here we go, an increase to 5 each, up from 3. So it's not a lot, but it's good because I dismantle a lot just for legendary shards. So Solstice. So yeah, we have the Solstice happening right now. If you're interested, you can buy some merchandise into the Bungie Reward 2022 Solstice within the Bungie store. So you got some T-shirt, and you also have the Triumph, the seal, sorry. So you can buy. Quite interesting. I'm not a big fan of the orange, but yeah. Moving on to what's next. So, talking more about Solstice, there's a few trick out there if you haven't had a chance to jump into that. So basically, you can stoke like multiple time with one fuel cell within the bonfire bash. There's like, if you look up Cheese Forever, the YouTuber, he has a bunch of those. There's another one where you can farm the silver leaf by doing the investigation mission within the Witch Queen, and you just like you go as a team, and one person leave to maintain the checkpoint, and you do that rotation and just finishing the mission, and you just accumulate 15 silver leaf. I've seen like people doing that. Also, the other trick was to fully upgrade like one character, all his class armor, or all his armor, and then like this, if you pull the armor from, like, let's say you have maxed out your Titan, you go on your Warlock, you just get the armor, you buy them from Eva Levante, and you just deposit into your Titan, then you can upgrade them without farming for the Kindler. So some good stuff. Another thing too is that the Max Silver Ash, they're like apparently. So if you go and do the bonfire bash activity and you're holding a maximum of silver ash, I think it's 500, but I'm not sure. I never reached a maximum. Then it's not gonna work. You're not gonna receive any silver ash, but it's still gonna convert some silver leaves. So something to keep in mind. Moving on, we got hotfix 4.1.5.1. Not exactly sure what's gonna come up, but just keep in mind the server is gonna be brought down. There's a list of known issue here. Hopefully they're gonna fix those. Related to Solstice, the server leave doesn't drop on those activity. There's Eternity, Altar of Sorrow, Severe, Patrols, and Blind Well. So they're gonna look into fixing that, hopefully at reset. The exotic sparrow is not showing up in collection. Certain armor cannot, like the armor from the Solstice, it cannot be synthesized for armor ornament. So hopefully they're gonna fix that. The molten overload grenade is not, sometimes doesn't stun the overload, which is terrible. But that's some of it. There's like a triumph issue, and yeah, so we'll have to see what happened. Hopefully they're gonna fix all these. Moving on, we have the movie of the week and some art. So this one quite interesting. If you have a look, I'll mute it. They basically 5 or 4 guys playing one character and doing duality by themselves, well, with one character. So quite interesting. Everybody's has a job or something like that. That must have been painful to learn, but yeah, funny. Here's the final mission in a nutshell if you haven't seen it, but he's basically just break what is it? Kydal is break dancing. So yeah, sure. Some nice little art. There's like a baby Cabal. I wonder if they're gonna start selling a baby Cabal plush now that people put that on. And this nice, so someone made this, the axe of Lord Saladin, and they're like 3D printed, and it looks amazing. They did a great job with the painting and all. And what's before finishing, there's like trials for next week. They ask for people to vote. So if you have the opt-in option within getting the marketing email from Bungie, well, you should receive an email where you can vote for the next trials, which is going to be Eternity, Widow's Court, or Rusted Land. So one of those is going to be the next trials lab. So we'll have to see. The main thing about that is that if we reach 77,000 vote within the first 48 hours of the voting, we can all get a nice little emblem for free. So quite good. Yeah, and that's pretty much it for the TWAB. That was not much, but yeah.
I like the emblem or the emblem. What do they call that? The banner.
The banner on the emblem.
Yeah,
Yeah, cool. Yeah, it is. So yeah, but the big thing is about the announcement on the 23rd. So I can't wait for that. That's gonna be good.
August is right around the corner.
Exactly. Summer's almost done. Can you imagine?
All right. Well, thanks for giving us the Bungie news. Let's jump into the Stadia news.
Yes.
Welcome back. And this week on the Chat Stadia front desk, we have some great news stories coming at you. As people have already figured out, FIFA is now for pre-order on the Stadia site or on the Stadia site. Yeah. So a lot of awesome things coming out of FIFA being available to order day and date. So first time we're seeing FIFA come out day and date. Finally, it's coming out with full crossplay and the early access. So a lot of great reasons to get FIFA 23 on Stadia.
Is that crazy? Because like they were saying it's gonna come, and like everybody suspected it's gonna come, and now like almost like a surprise it's coming, or what? Because everybody kind of knew it was coming, but they kind of like stay quiet about it for the longest time, right?
For the longest time. I don't get why it's like always such a big secret, but I guess Google has their ways, or maybe even the other consoles sort of don't want people to know that it's going to be out on Stadia. I don't know, but for whatever reason. But yeah, I mean, we're getting the hypermotion technology now, AI level 2. So that's pretty neat to see on Stadia. And full crossplay. I mean, nothing's better than that. I mean, what other reason do you have to get it anywhere else? I
Mm-hmm.
mean, no storage requirements, play 4K, run the AI without taxing your PC. All you need is some decent internet.
Yeah, that's everything.
And
But
I'm not a huge sports person myself, but every now and then I do like to jump into a game of FIFA and make Portugal beat like some high team or something. Or if there's a game I didn't like necessarily, or like, oh, FIFA lost against Switzerland, that doesn't seem right. I'll go replay that on FIFA.
yeah.
So yeah, a lot of great stuff. And now they're introducing the Women's League for the first time. So boom, just like a whole new set of players, stats, everything to build in. So
Oh,
a
so
lot of cool
that's new
stuff.
for this year for
Yeah, new for
FIFA.
this year. Yeah,
Oh
but that
wow, okay.
yeah, I'm pretty sure that's new for this year. I don't think in FIFA 22 you can play the Women's League.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
So
that's cool. They added that. Jeez,
Nito
it's
Burrito. Oh, look at that backflip.
I know.
I feel
You
like if
sure they're
that would
soccer player or they're not
yeah,
just
gymnast.
math?
Oh, I
That's
tell
gonna
you.
be good. I'm quite happy that's coming because that's like a big game that's gonna attract a lot of people.
Oh yeah,
And then
especially
like, yeah, it's good that
Mexico.
it's gonna.
Look, the world's game. It charts like number 2, I think, in UK, and then like just all over the world. It's a massively charting game. It's huge.
Well, is soccer or football basically very popular in South America too? Like
Oh yeah,
now that they have Mexico, they can have Stadia. That might be the idea is that a lot of people from Mexico they're gonna be just playing FIFA because they like that type of game. Or like even Brazil, is it coming up to Brazil or like So can't wait to see that. It's gonna be good.
yeah. Crow's saying, yeah, he agrees. There was no reason to just surprise people. Like, yeah, just tell people along the regular time schedule as any
hmm
other console. It doesn't have to be a surprise every year. And it almost feels like Stadia is just getting it together at the last moment. And I really hope that's not the case.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's just like, yeah.
Yeah, you mean I don't have to upgrade anything to play? What? Yeah, Lo-Fi, I know
hmm
you're just but this actually brings me to a point which I feel like should be standard. As a as we play Destiny 2, we kind of realize that they update their game through seasons and yearly DLC packs.
hmm
Why don't sports games do that? Like that just blew my mind. Like, why not have yearly DLC packs that upgrade the game and change the rosters, and have seasonal packs that like upgrade different cups and stuff? Like, I don't know what they're doing, spitting out all these discs and new games every single year when they could just update the game and charge people who are playing. I mean, it doesn't make too much sense. Maybe they're just selling too much copies, but
I think they could do that. Well, like the seasonal like activity kind of schedule for like RPG. I call it RPG MMO, but Destiny 2 is like a FPS MMO closely.
mhm.
But like it's been like going on for a short time because it used to be DLC used to be the thing, right? If you look at Destiny 1, if you look at older RPG MMOs, some of them are still doing that. They just like release DLC and you have to buy it to be able to play it. Now with the microtransaction, like looking at Destiny 2, if you buy the DLC, then you get all the other seasons. So it's like almost like, yes, you pay for a big amount for the bug bundle, but you get what's coming after, which is good. Where other people just like to go per season, you can buy per season or something like that. But yeah, the seasonal thing, it could be for any game really, and it
Yeah.
just turned into a little bit of a live service, right? So, and that's the
I
thing.
yeah. I just think it lends itself to sports games because they're constantly updating every year and every season. You could add cups and stuff, but I think they need to transition, I think, because they can't be making discs and packages forever and ever. Like that's going to be a dying industry.
Because the other thing is that you gotta think that EA makes a new sport game. For every sports game, they make a new one every year. What's changing so much? It's pretty much just the stats of the player, unless they change the engine of the game or anything like that. But
Yeah.
like that's the thing. If they do like a, let's say, FIFA Ultimate, and it's the FIFA for the rest of what's coming up in years until they need to upgrade it to the next platform or something like that. But like this, they just every year they upgrade it, they update it based on the stats of the player in real life, and that's it, right?
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
I was wondering.
And
Well, I
yeah,
guess EA is making money, right? Selling a new game every year.
they should have told us about Madden too instead of like doing what they did and give us a long-term vision. If Madden's going to be coming back to Google, just let us know, because personally what I think, and I'm just taking a stab in the dark, is it costs more money to make Madden this year than it will next year with low port changing. So I think they're just like, you know what, we'll skip on Madden. It sold like X amount of copies, didn't really move the needle. We'll just get it when it's a lot cheaper. I think they need to come out with a full suite of sports games if they're going to take out Madden and try and bring it back. But
Hmm.
that's just my assumption there.
Yeah, and I think yeah, overall EA they're not the greatest. In the past couple of years, I think it went down pretty bad with like looking at Battlefield, like the quality of the Battlefield, the latest Battlefield that came out. They already like giving up on it. I think they move on too quickly to the next game. They're just like pumping out game and sending them out, where they should concentrate on them and like make them better, right? So.
Yeah.
I think EA as a publisher is like putting too much stress into the developer, and it cannot release a proper game, right? So.
I like this theory though that the NFL also takes a cut out of game sell, and if they didn't sell enough on Google Stadia, then boom, contract cut. That's a very good insight. It could
Mm,
probably very possibly be the situation. And the problem is if you release Madden like what 4 months after it releases on other platforms, who's gonna buy it twice to play on the cloud with no
that's.
crossplay? Like it doesn't like what FIFA's doing is how to release a game day and date, full crossplay. Here's the cloud option.
Hmm.
Like that's how you release a game. Yeah. EA, come talk to me. I'll be the new CEO.
Yep.
I'll make some better decisions. All
Yeah.
right. Let's jump into our next news story. So a little bit more low key, but Subset Games updates Into the Breach with an advanced edition. So this game, the update happened on all the other platforms, but it came to Google Stadia a little bit later, and they actually apologized for the delay on Twitter. But
That's nice
it's
of
nice to
them.
see. If anybody's fan of this game, it's an interesting little turn-based, almost like a game board strategy. I've played like a little bit of this. I've also played Advanced Wars on the Switch. I don't know
Mm, yeah.
if you've played these types of games before. They can be super entertaining and a little bit time consuming.
Yeah, I remember the original game was Final Fantasy Tactic or some sort of like gameplay like that, where like you have all the square and you have to like attack, move your character. It's almost like a War Armor type of strategy game. If like people
Yeah.
are into those, like yeah,
Yeah,
but
no,
it's pretty
it's a
cool.
lot of fun. And you know what's interesting is that this is one of the games that Netflix has on their Netflix gaming.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
I think they have like 3 games right now, and this is one of them.
Oh, okay. I know
Uh,
they have a few at least, but yeah.
but yeah, Into the Breach Advanced Edition update. You can get some new squads and weapons, some new pilots, some pilot abilities, new enemies, bosses, and missions, more challenge, difficult modes, 7 new languages, new music from Ben Brutney, and more. So it seems like a pretty big DLC update, and it's coming at you for free. So log in, check it out. I think it's part of the pro membership.
I like the fact to say 7 new languages.
Yeah.
Okay. There was it just English before or?
Maybe.
I
Maybe they
thought-
added French for all
Oh, there you go.
the Canadians.
I should play some game in French to look at the difference.
So this next story, I've been calling at the treetops. I've been telling them that Phoenix Point, we finally got the trial. I tweeted them and I was like, I heard
Nice.
about your new update. Would really like to try this game out. I'm gonna forget what these games are called. RTSs, real-time strategy games.
Yep.
Yeah, the trial for this game is now available. 2 hours. Boom. I may actually just like put that up on a stream and just
Mhm.
check it out because I'd really like to give this a try. Let's see what it looks like here and see if you have any comments on this. Because I know you haven't played this, right?
No, I haven't played it.
Yeah, I mean with 2 hours of gameplay, I mean that's longer than sometimes I give a pro game, to be
Mhm.
honest. So I mean it's giving me like cool alien invasion vibes.
Mhm.
Oh, whoa. Lots of updates, but the complete edition now available.
Cool. So you got
So
like a human race versus an alien race from the look of it.
yeah, because you don't want aliens coming at you.
It's
And
like
you're
a StarCraft vibe.
Oh, is that how StarCraft was? I never
Yeah, StarCraft is the RTS. Yeah.
Never
But I
played.
think like I feel like you have like specific character in this one where like you saw the sniper, you got to position them to a specific place to defend the area. It might be moving instead of moving a group of ads, you're moving like individual, right? So
Okay.
that's the feel I have.
Yeah. And but yeah, I mean I'm looking forward to playing it. Little
Mhm.
RTS action. I haven't played an RTS game in a long time. And
Same
Stadia
here, yeah.
barely has any on the platform. I think that may be the only one, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's the only one 'cause
Oh, okay. My bad. My bad. Phoenix Points is a tactics game, not a turn-based. Or
and
sorry,
it is a turn-based, yeah,
it's a
not
turn-based,
RTS.
not an
Okay.
RTS. See, I don't even know.
Uh,
Phoenix.
so it's
I've
the
watched
same
Squids play a
thing.
bit. Oh, Squids has been playing. That's cool.
It's similar to the game we just saw there. They did the update
Yeah, Into the Breach.
into the breach. It's like similar type of game.
All the more reason why I gotta check it out.
Mhm.
And we have another trial. I mean, what's that? 103 trials now. I
Yeah.
don't have an article up on this yet, but you can play for 60 minutes. It's not a pro game. So very interesting. I feel like this is very rare. I want RTS so bad. Yeah, there is no RTS.
Mhm.
But no, not being being brings StarCraft.
Yeah.
I doubt that's gonna happen. But if you don't want to play an RTS, you can play Welcome to Elk for 60 minutes on Stadia. This has won a story award. What
Oh,
awards has this won? Most creative. Let me pause that for a second. Story award winner and most creative winner. Oh, that's nice.
2019. That's good.
I feel like Stadia picked a lot of award-winning games because they thought that'd be
Mhm.
good.
Well, that's good. Welcome to
I
Elk.
think this is like a conversation-based game where you like talk to people, try to figure out stories. How can it be funny, sweet, and then devastating?
Well, probably in that order.
Yeah, like it's kind of funny how the people move around, but it kind of reminds me of like Lake, where you're just kind of like delivering mail and talking to people. See, there's like little mini games in here.
Oh, okay, that's what it is.
Oh my gosh, somebody just
Did she
puked.
puke?
And
Oh,
then you
it,
gotta stitch something
stitch
up. Balances
stitch a
real
wound.
world trauma with comedy. We got a problem. I'm actually now more curious to see what happens in this game. This is a dead body?
He's frozen.
Oh my goodness.
Uh,
To Jeppy. Oh my gosh, they are. And it's true stories told by real people. Oh my god, this guy looks like he's seen some things.
Yeah, I know. Oh my god.
Oh my god. He's got a gun to this girl. Just let my family go. Jesus. Yeah, these games would be like I would
Touch
play this
control. Yeah.
non-stop with direct touch. Direct touch this all day. Like these games need direct touch. I mean, or else like when I sit down and I have my controller, like I don't really feel like playing this game. But if I'm like sitting on my phone and like I can just direct touch and like kind of play along a narrative, then it would make 100% sense. Oh, that's a cool little
Interesting.
cute game to see and a non-pro title. So a lot of trials that come out, I'm like, oh, it's pro. I've already seen it. But this one, not pro.
Which is good.
Which is good.
Oh my god, that's so funny. I didn't expect that from that game. Just
Oh
looking
my
at the
gosh, there's
video.
so much happening in that little trailer. Speaking of so much happening in the little trailer, what do we have going on here? Super Animal Royale Super Summer event begins today.
Oh,
So
there you
anyone
go.
fans of the Battle Royale, I believe it's free to play on Stadia.
Yeah, it's free to play, so you don't even need to create an account.
Oh, it's just awesomeness. So yeah, they have these seasonal events, I believe, like they kind of pair along with the season where they have a fall event and a winter event and like collect items and stuff and new animals. Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of fun. I grinded out the border collie because it looked like my dog. And then I think I grinded out the blue jay because got to rep Toronto. So what up?
Yeah.
But
That's
yeah, it's
funny.
tough. Like I'd love to get into like a good group play. Maybe
I
we
know
can
some.
talk Jeff into doing some on Wednesday or something.
Yeah, because like I know like this. Yeah, you need to be freaking good. People are dodging the right time and speeding up
Yeah.
faster, and yeah, a little bit crazy.
That's not
but
me.
That's not me either.
They say like what the hardest opponent to beat is the other people, not the AI. That's why I
Oh,
like fighting the AI.
that's funny.
Do we not have music on the whole time?
Yeah, I had enough. That's the reason I was there go some
Why?
background music.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Now I like it. All right. Let's hit up with the next news story we got going on here. Ubisoft, what are you doing? You're having a bad show out there, making everybody look bad. Have you heard about this?
The bad show? No.
I think I sent you a message about
Oh
them
yeah,
canceling
I saw
Frontline
this.
from Battle Royale receiving new content to a Battle Royale being eliminated. No winner chicken dinner for Frontline. The development team is dedicated to creating the best experience possible. Read the official. We'll share details on a new date for the closed test as soon as we can. However, no detail was given. Now, during an earnings call, Ubisoft confirmed the cancellation. So, yeah, I mean, it kind of sucks because we were going to get like a COD type Battle Royale to Stadia, but now it's not coming.
Yeah, I don't know why
I can't help but be disappointed. Like this
know.
is a game that would have been awesome to play on Stadia. Would have been awesome to bring people to Stadia. A COD alternative, a brand new thing, but damn. And I saw this, Crow. That's why the sadness continues. Is because Ubisoft is also canceling Rollerball after 3 seasons. Stadia hasn't even got it yet, and they're already what? Who thought Rollerball was a good idea in the Ubisoft boardroom?
Yeah, XDefiant's still doing. Yeah, I don't know about Rollerball, but XDefiant's still doing some testing. I keep receiving their email to do some testing, but this is more like a PvP type of game, right? So
Yeah, I
Hopefully it's
get.
gonna come. Maybe they're gonna merge Frontline with X Defiant, make like a battle royale out of it. Because I feel like it can become bland if you have like Rainbow Six, but like they're making X Defiant to be,
Oh, that'd
just
be
like simpler.
interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe
Hey
add an
Jeff.
extra mode.
Yeah, maybe they're
Battle
gonna do
Royale
that.
mode.
Maybe that's what they're planning to do, is concentrate more into one game.
Hey, Jeff. Thanks for stopping by.
Hello, Jeff.
Yeah, we're just talking about the bad news coming out of Ubisoft. We have cancellation on Frontline. We have rumored cancellation of Rollerball after Season 3, and Stadia has yet to receive the title. So we're just having a kind of pity party here on Ubisoft. But we still hope the best for them. Like, I feel like also when they dropped Extraction, like they thought it was going to be much bigger than it was, and then that kind of just fell off week 2, which was a little bit upsetting. But yeah,
I found like Extraction was fun, but it was kind of redundant. It was like the same thing again and again, right?
yeah, it's too much over and over
Mhm.
again with no changes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't do that. But oh well. Oh
Mhm.
well, let's pop off this. And anybody who's got some time left, I must have closed that page. You can play some Orcs Must Die 3. Free to play this weekend. Free to play if you don't have Pro, that is. So
Yeah.
jump in now. I think they stopped the free to play either Sunday night or Monday morning. I can't remember the free to play weekends.
Yeah.
But yeah, Orcs
Probably.
Must Die, Tower Defense. We played once
Action.
together. We didn't get back into it because I
Yeah,
don't know.
we
It
play a
it
couple
just,
level. Yeah.
I don't know. It's just, again, it's more of like the same thing over and over again. I'd like a more, like, I feel like Dynasty Warriors is more of my speed, where you're like up in front fighting all of those huge armies. I like
Big
that kind
board,
of
yeah.
tower defense, but that would just be my jam. You know what'd be cool is making a tower
yeah.
defense on Krata.
Mhm.
That would be cool.
There you go. Crow's like making plan for us on Wednesday.
Yeah, Jeff, we're taking over your Wednesday. We're popping in and we're playing some Super Animal Royale. We're playing some Krata and some Orcs 3. So Jeff, get prepared for that. We're coming in on Wednesday. All right. Let's pop into thanks, Nads, for highlighting my news stories. The FCC. This is very exciting news. So, people of America, there has been some news dropping, and this is that the FCC is setting brand new standards for internet speeds. Let me, open up 100 of these articles instead of one. Here we go. Is it showing? Yeah, so here's the part that's highlighted. The FCC last updated a new standard in 2015 when it set the minimum standard for advanced services at 25 megabytes per second downstream and 3 megabytes upstream. Now, we all know that is beyond negligible, and you can't run Stadia on that. But what you can run Stadia is on the new proposed standard, which is 100 megabytes per second, 20 megabytes down, which is unbelievable. And they're proposing a national goal of 1 gigabyte per second download and 5 megabytes per upstream speeds. So, I mean, great goals. I think Stadia must have seen this on the horizon. This will make cloud gaming almost next to impossible to say it doesn't work if these are the new minimums. So I think that is beyond exciting news, and I look forward to a future where this is what we're saying. It's going to be all cloud. Like, how can you not game cloud when your minimums are this fast?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, like I'm just like thinking FCC it's American, right?
Yeah, that's the I'm
Yeah,
talking for Americans now, not
yeah.
Canada.
Because in Canada we got pretty good service. Well, with Rogers the
Roger-
other day, Rogers
Rogers
the other
had a
day crapped
historic
out.
outage.
Hopefully that doesn't happen again. I think the government is on it because they're like, holy geez, affected a lot of services, a lot of like safety services. So yeah, we not necessarily have the best one. It depends on which region you are, but yeah, definitely having those speeds help. Like in my case, I have 500 megabytes up and 500 megabytes down, and it works great. The thing is that me and my wife both play video game. Sometimes she play music. She does other thing at the same time. I play my game. I stream. So you need to have like the input and output of the bandwidth for it. So it works great. Like people that have run like at low speed, I don't know how they do it. Like if you had 30 megabytes a second and you're playing Stadia, it must be rough.
I don't know how lo-fi has slower speeds than that. Oh my gosh, and you're playing Stadia. Jeez, dude, how do you do it?
That's crazy. Yeah, if you play on your phone, I do the same thing too from time to time. I
One
play on
up.
my phone, and yeah, like it's easy. Like I like that too, and it's just like it's good to go because the speed on your phone is probably faster than your internet at home sometimes.
Yeah,
Just depending
especially
how
with
close to the
mobile
tower you are. Yeah.
with the mobile optimization.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
just
exactly.
it
It's
works
only use
perfectly.
or yeah, it's perfect.
That's why I want everything to be touch. I'd play Welcome to Elk if it was touch. Now, lo-fi, how are you gaming with 25 down and one up?
That is crazy.
That's
Is your one
impossible.
up 1 gig?
Yeah. Is that 25 gigs down? Like what? That's crazy.
It is crazy. World of Gaming, you have a question, just shoot on the chat. We'll be happy to
Yeah.
answer it.
Yeah, we're just chatting away, going through the news stories. Now, let's see if Nads highlighted. Oh, you didn't highlight my next news story, Nads. Oh, yeah, you did. In bright yellow. I can't even notice the highlight.
I didn't know if you skip it for some reason, but
No, I just wanted to talk about it last because I feel like I'd have the most to
okay.
get into here. Now, this article, written by. Let me get into it here. Kind of want to see what this question is too before I get into this. I read that Stadia is testing out Nvidia drivers. Yeah, we talked about that on our last show. That was
Yeah.
Do you want
One
to
of
touch
the
on that?
previous, yeah, we talked about it. I think a couple of weeks ago. Try to remember when. But yeah, they basically. Where did we found the news? I try to remember now. So basically, we had the APK. They went through the APK tear down, and there was something about testing out the Nvidia. And then we were chatting, just speculating that maybe GeForce Now is gonna join with Stadia or something. But yeah, maybe I think Stadia is gonna upgrade their hardware and move with the Nvidia GPU to make it. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, basically they're upgrading their servers, so that would be great. Because this started with AMD. I don't know if they're switching to Nvidia because they noticed maybe it's better. Yes, the AV1 codec. So AV1, you can use it within YouTube. I noticed the other day. It's not something that like they talked about it like a few years back, and I feel like they haven't talked about it. But AV1, as soon as come in, if you have like a terrible internet, and you're still gonna be able to play Stadia because it's reducing the video bandwidth basically. So I'm not the expert into it, but basically it's just gonna make it smaller, so you're not gonna use as much data to stream, which is gonna be good. And the fact they like switching to Nvidia, I'm pretty happy about this because yeah, super compressed. There we go. Thanks, Lo-Fi. But yeah, the fact they're switching to Nvidia, I'm quite happy about it because I'm a big fan of Nvidia. I had AMD before, I had so much difficulty, but for graphics card. But like in that case, I'll be happy to see what they're upgrading to, and maybe we're gonna see the difference in our gameplay. You know, I still get the 1 FPS from time to time in Destiny 2. For some reason, it's only happening in Destiny 2. I don't know if it's like the porting issue or what, or it's probably too demanding for the cards. But yeah, maybe that could be something we'll see soon. Because Stadia needs to step it up, right? If they are going with immersive gaming and supporting other platform, other place, who knows? Like maybe like Xbox gonna go like xCloud doesn't work well for us because they use their console. They don't have the server. They don't have the network build up as much as Google. Maybe they're gonna partner with Google, and like that's gonna be the perfect world. All the console merge into one, right? But I don't think it's gonna happen. But like the fact they looking to upgrade, Stadia looking to upgrade, it just shows how long they plan to stay in. So.
Yep, and you talking there reminded me of something else I didn't get to add to the notes, but a little bit more news here. Kind of a little bit somber, but it looks as if Riot Games and AWS are teaming up to deliver fresh esports content, which means any chance of Riot Games sort of entering the Google landscape is probably not going to happen now that they're partnering with Amazon. So yeah, this is pretty big news. Of course, Riot Games has a massive grasp on the esports arena with League of Legends as well as Valorant. So it's a little, it's just like, why are these games so exclusive with their content? But yeah, I mean, if it shows up on Luna, that's great for Luna. But that's yet to be seen. But yeah, we just know that Riot Games didn't go with Google, that's for sure.
Well, that sucks, but we'll see what happens next, right?
Yes.
Like,
And now let's jump into how many active users does Google Stadia have in July 2022? So this was a very interesting article. Follow Stadia _net if you don't already. Great Twitter handle, lots of great information. He goes by AKA the scientist. So a really great read, great insight. You know, nailing down the amount of people in Stadia has got to be one difficult task, especially when they don't tell us very much of anything. So yeah, he's basically writing a trilogy of articles. This is the first of 3 articles, and sort of he dives into the Reddit base and theorizes off of that. And actually, other articles have theorized off of the Reddit population, that the Stadia population is actually around the 2 million mark. And that's based off of Xbox and PlayStation and their populations on Reddit based to the actual populations that we see. So interesting way to predict things. However, he seemed to go a little bit further into it and sort of investigate based on what these developers were telling people out in the Twitter land. So he spoke to the developer from 100 Days Winemaking about the revenue he sort of released and extrapolated a lot of information there and put in some metrics, and he was able to sort of get a rough estimate of how many Stadia Pro members had been playing the winemaking simulation, as well as he jumped into the Dirt leaderboard, and he was able to extrapolate a lot of information as well from there and how many people were on Pro at that time. So a lot of stuff, a lot of information, well researched. He lists a lot of metrics here. Really good read if you're interested. Bottom line, he comes out between 150 to 220 Stadia Pro users. He's hovering around there. Of course, it's a very tough guess to make. And yeah, he went through making a lot of educated research in this, and hats off to him for going through that. He also wanted me to know, because I told him I'd be talking about this, that a lot of this information he had to sift through. The NDA sort of restricts a lot of these developers from giving him a lot of direct information. He would ask for certain things and just get sort of silence as a return. So, he did the best he could with the information he had, and I thought, it was a really well done article, and definitely worth a read.
That's good.
Cool stuff.
Yeah, no, it's perfect. Just going back here.
I'll put the link in. Where do I put the link, Nads? How do I do that?
I can put it. I just copy and paste it.
Oh, that may not be the one. Is it the one?
Yep.
That I have in the chat? No, that's the wrong one.
That's the wrong one?
That's the wrong one. That's the one I wanted to. That's the Reddit one that I was reading.
Just copy and paste it in the chat and it should be good.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, so Gaming say that he's playing on GeForce Now for Destiny 2. And I play on Stadia.
On the free tier? I wonder if he's playing on the free tier or if he's playing on
yeah, I wonder.
Because I can't wait for free tier. Like that those queues are unreasonable.
And you can only play for 1 hour, right? So it's just annoying.
Yeah.
But yeah, I play on Stadia and I found it just works perfectly. I don't have any issue. So and I totally understand that to like not have the same game on multiple platform. It kind of is annoying, right?
Yeah.
But no, that's good.
What did he say about GFN there? GeForce Now won't do it on Stadia because of the graphics, but those on GFN drivers can come in and change my mind. Do you think? Yeah, Nads, you have some problems with the graphics. I know you say with the blacks and the dark areas.
I think that's just the streaming quality, and I think that has to do with my processor not supporting. What do you call it? I had to look into it. So when there's blacks, it's a little bit kind of square. I think it has to do just with the streaming. It has to do nothing with Stadia, and I think that's just my computer because I don't think I noticed that with my other stuff. The other thing is that you have the same screen as me, and it's not true 4K, if that makes sense. It's like the lower version of 4K before it became full 4K. That makes sense. But anyway, if you look it up, like every screen, like if you have a TV that say it does 4K, you gotta verify which resolution it does, and it's gonna give you if it's actually 4K or not. So well, that's something I can explain another time. It's just like one of those things, and I think that's why. Because other than that, it runs perfectly. And like GeForce Now might be running perfectly too, as far as I know. But like, yeah, I got it all on Stadia and then don't have any issues. Yeah, like I think I'm very picky about the graphic. I would like to have the field of view on Stadia, which I don't have, and I'm pretty sure GeForce Now you have it because you're streaming from a computer. So just little things there, but no, that's pretty much it overall. Other than that, I'm quite happy with it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks for the information out there. And yeah, Crow, reach out to the scientist. I mean, he's out there. He'd be happy to talk to you. I reached out to him myself and I said, hey, there's some metrics that I think maybe you could add, and maybe we could add to this population. But yeah, he was great about talking about everything about the article and everything behind it. So highly recommend that. Oh,
Sweet.
thanks, Lo-Fi.
Yeah, thank
Appreciate
you, Lo-Fi. Well,
and now we're into the clippy clip of the week. Am I right there,
Yes.
or do you have any more highlighted stories that I'm
No,
missing?
that's all I got.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. Clip of the week. Now my Stadia, because I opened so many links, I lost my clip of the week. Ugh. But you
Okay,
go
let
first. You
me
go
share
first.
mine. So my clip of the week, it's for sure Destiny. So, playing, that was the Rift. I played so much Rift, and I got some good stuff, a good kill happening. I
Nice.
recorded a bunch. I was waiting to get the Eddie, get it on time, just push for like getting the Rift. Look at that. Gotta love Gallowhorn, was perfect timing. So yeah, that was the kill. It was pretty good. I got another little video too I can show. Just a funny moment, I guess, within Destiny. So just doing the containment activity with just to like finish some of the stuff, and I decided to use my sword. I was using the limit, and look what happened. I don't know what just happened.
Boot.
I soared the boss and then I just like flew off. I got booted somewhere else and I was like, what the hell was that? Just a funny moment. I guess like it didn't like too much limit, so that's what happened.
The Lamante.
Yeah. Alright, do you have a video ready?
Do I have a video ready? That is the question. If I could find it again, or we're just gonna go with a random video that I pick here.
Oh, you're
Right.
trying to find it. I know
Yeah, I
you
had
had
a
like
good
some
one.
good stuff on Shakira.
I
Shakira.
know, and then I tried to record it, remember? And then it wasn't working because,
Yeah.
my controller or something wasn't linked to the TV.
Oh, damn.
Oh, well. Oh, well. Oh, well. We'll just pick one out here. And I can't scroll to... Oh, this one's... Which one's... So this is because I was talking about Risk of Rain. Here we go.
Yeah.
This is what a god mode looks like. So I was standing there. I think I was like, okay, I'm done. I got to go do something else. I should stand here and die. And so after 40 minutes, I just can't die. And I keep getting health and money because things that shoot me are dying from the damage
Oh
they're
my
taking.
god. So you could just stay there and just farm.
Yeah, you could
Maybe.
just stay here and farm because I have the artifact on where they drop items when they die.
Oh my
So,
god.
yeah,
That's funny.
that's the level I like to achieve in Risk of Rain. Of just like unstoppable.
Unstoppable. That's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, damn, I had a really good sniper one too. Give me 2 seconds, see if I find it.
Within the Risk of Rain?
No, it was a Destiny one. I was really proud of it. I got it was like an achievement in Destiny with a sniper where I had to get 2 precision from distance.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And I recorded it.
To be able to
Mission control.
Oh, there you go. Mission control. It used to be like you have to do that to be able to get the revoker. There was the sniper, legendary sniper rifle that was quite popular, which I still have actually. But yeah, the revoker, you had to do that. So I farmed for that like for quite some time. I was just playing PvP just for that. But yeah, it's a hard achievement to get because it's 2 headshot in a row within like 2-3 seconds or something like that, right?
Right. Yeah, and it has to be real quick, and it has to be from a far distance too.
Yeah, a certain distance. Just crazy. I think I farmed that like for I don't know how long just before I can get it.
I think I did it to get the Deadeye seal.
Yeah. So, Lo-Fi, while you're looking for your video.
Yeah, I don't think I'll find it. But yeah.
What's our pro pick? Like.
Oh yeah, I wanted to go over that. What is your? It's not early. We're gonna hear about it in like 2 days.
Oh my god, we're the 24th. Okay, right, you're right. I didn't think we were like that late in July. Oh yeah. Pro game. Well, I know we got Saints Row coming, but that's gonna come on pro, right?
Late August. That's not gonna be a pro game. I think an Atari game we could
Oh yeah,
definitely see.
the next Atari game coming. That's probably gonna be like a pro game. I wonder what else is there like coming up that we miss actually, because like I don't know like what else
What
is there unless there's like a bigger game or indie game coming.
we
They
could see
probably
that Welcome to Elk come to Stadia Pro. I could
Oh
see
yeah,
that happen.
probably. Yeah. So don't buy anything yet, right, Rudiggz?
Yeah, exact. That's the Stadia curse.
Yeah.
Um, I could
I
see
would like to.
Chorus. I could see
Oh,
Chorus coming to Pro. That would be a pretty big pick.
yeah, that would be a pretty big game to come to pro.
Yeah, because they haven't done anything big in a while, and I could see it, being a kind of a slum. Hopefully nobody saw that.
Yeah, lo-fi. Don't buy Elk yet. Just wait a week and then like you should be able to see it there. It's probably gonna come to pro.
Yeah, I mean, Dragon Quest, I don't think so. I mean, it's such
No.
a big title. And
It's
same with Dynasty Warriors. I don't think that would come. Elemental War 2, they just announced continued support for Stadia, so I could
Oh
see
yeah,
that
they
game
probably.
coming for Pro.
Yeah, I think we mentioned that before.
Yeah. I didn't know F1 2020 was one of the top charting games in the UK.
Oh wow,
It's massive there.
that's crazy. I kind of would like to see Ubisoft releasing a game for Pro on Stadia. Like even though it's Child of Light, it's like $6 a standard edition. Like
Yeah, no.
but like I feel like Ubisoft are like, no, we're not gonna do that, right?
I think they have like a mandate, they have their Ubisoft Plus.
They try to get as many people on that.
Hellpoint, unfortunately, dropped all support, so that's kind of upsetting to see. I don't think we'll see that game go pro. House of Dead Remake. Remember that game?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, that could be a game that comes.
Could be a pro game.
I don't know.
Immortal Phoenix Rising has a rumored sequel coming out based in Hawaii. I don't know if I told you that. And,
Interesting.
other than that, I don't know what else would come to pro from the library.
They need to like come bring up like more game, I think.
Yeah, I think they're getting the lake that they grabbed their fish from is getting dry. They need to add more fish.
Yeah. And other than that, like Skyclimber should be coming out soon, I'm guessing. It's still like in the beta phase for Steam.
Yeah, I think we're still whiles away from that.
Yeah. So I hope that's gonna come to pro, but I'm pretty sure it's not gonna come to pro. But yeah, that'll be a great game to see. But yeah.
Serious Sam, I could see that coming to pro.
Yeah, I think we had the other one, right?
Yeah, we had the other ones.
It's
been a while since that one came out, so it could definitely come to pro.
Yeah,
those would be my best guesses. Adam's Family, nah, that'll stay where that is, I think. Elder Scrolls, no, I think that those are my good guesses for pro. Other than that, I don't know outside the ecosystem what games they're really going to bring into. There's no real games out there I can see. Man, I want them to bring Young Souls to pro so bad, but I know they'll never do it. Next time this game comes on sale or something. It's apparently got like amazing ratings, but I have Sekiro. All right. I think that's as good as place as any.
Yeah.
Well, we'd like to where's my notes? Thank everybody in chat. Thanks for coming out, hanging out. We'd like to thank our news sources, Stadia Source, Stadia Dosage. Thanks for hitting us up with the news. And thank you for tuning into Stadia Chat. Talk about the cloud news this week. We're back next week at the same time to deliver more great news and Destiny 2 updates. If you miss the Canadian Stadians and want more, add us on Stadia. I'm Rudiggz, my co-host Nads. You can see our names below. Look forward to seeing you in the cloud. And for some extra support and love to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and like on YouTube, Stadia Party Chat Podcast, or follow us on social media at Chat Stadia. We are posting game streams and on the latest Stadia titles and just having fun in the world of social media at the same time. Of course, the show would not be made possible without my awesome co-host, leveling up the podcast, as always, Sebastian. And thank you, the listeners, for helping us reach our goal of 100 subscribers on YouTube. You know, we're always going to be climbing and growing, hitting that 200 soon. It's around the corner. So like and share with your friends and family, and we'll see you on Stadia. I'm Rudiggz. This is Nads.
I'm Nads, yes. And we'll see you guys on Stadia. So stay tuned for more news.
Cloud out.
See you.
Where do you come from? Where you going? What are you drinking tonight? Let's keep 'em flowing. Where do you come from? Where you going? What are you feeling tonight? And what are you showing? Where do you come from? 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 Where you going? What are you drinking tonight? Let's keep 'em flowing.